Hey everyone, how you guys doing? This is the first video of my brand new channel called Nerd Hour, in which I'll be reviewing action figures, playing some games, maybe some comic book stuff, whatever, nerd stuff basically, with usually superheroes. And to start things off, I'm going to do an out-of-box review of the new Mcfarlane Batman from the DC Batman Arkham Asylum video game. Now to get started, we're gonna go. Now to get started, we're gonna go with the box, and it's pretty. I took everything out on the inside. And down here we got DC Multiverse Batman. Up at the top we got Mcfarlane Toys here, and it says 22 moving parts. On the side we got Batman Arkham Asylum from the video game. On this side here we got just Batman. And on the back we got a picture of Batman, which is identical to this little card here, which is very cool. And on the bottom here we got other figures from the wave. We have a Joker, a Wonder Woman 1984, I believe, a Wonder Woman regular, another Batman, and a Superman. I don't know about that, but I think I've seen the other ones. And if you guys want, I'll review everything else. I am going to review the Joker. I probably will release that tomorrow, as if this is being released. And can't wait to get into that. So how my reviews are going to work, I'm going, instead of just like getting the figure and doing a review right off the bat, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to open it up and, mess with it for a few days up to a week, depending how much time I have. And from there, I think it's a good idea to get used to the figure first, instead of just opening up and then getting used to it right on camera. And get used to, kind of learn what's wrong with it, if there's anything out of place, or if you wish something was better, or if I wish something was better. And that's exactly what I've done. So we got this little card, trading card here with Batman, and it looks very good. It's a game art from the game, 11 years ago, about. And here we have the video game name, Batman's real name, height, weight, and a little bio that if you want to read, you can pause right now. Alright, cool. And here, let's get right into the accessories. So let's start with my least favorite. This is it's a small, I don't know, maybe a smoke grenade. I haven't played the game in ages. And it looks really cool. I like it a lot. It's got little yellow nubs here, and a little black extra nub, I don't know what to call it. And it's got really nice clean paint to the silver to the black. And it looks really good, but I don't use it that much when I pose it, so it's not that important to me. If the figure came without it, it wouldn't mean much to me. Next we have a gun. It's like a grappling hook gun, and it looks very cool, but it doesn't function as well as it could. This is more of a hand problem on the figure, because Batman only comes with these hands. There's no fisted hands. There's no gun holding hand. I guess that's what it would look like, or something like that. And there's no finger to really go into this hole. It kind of just sits right there. Here, I'll show you. So you got Batman's hand, and there we go. You kind of to sit it like that. You can't really go into the hole there, so you have to sit and make it work. Which is a little bit annoying. But it looks really good. I like the gray, and yeah, really clean, dirty gray throughout. Looks very nice. I like the details. You got nuts and bolts everywhere, different pieces of what would be, I guess, metal. And you got the gas tank here and the little wires that pump it into the actual gun. So foop. And yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's really cool, but it could have been a lot better. Now we have the two batarangs. This is like a folded up batarang. I don't remember the significance of it from the game, but it is very well detailed. You got the little, I don't know, I guess little indents here, like you see on the normal batarang. And you also have the little bat ears poking out, which looks very nice. And not much else to say about that. Really clean cut throughout. Here we have the normal batarang, which is basically the exact same thing as the other one, but extended. And we have the bat ears here. We got the little nubs again. And I like the gray here, how it looks a lot lighter on the, I guess, the flatter surface. And then if you look here on the edge, it looks looks blacker to me. It could just be lighting, but to me it looks blacker on the edge. And accessories aside, they're pretty good. I like the accessories. I think I would have preferred maybe. I remember in the game he had a liquid explosive gun. I think that instead of this would have been better, or at least some hands. Well, let's get into the figure right now. Oh, and I almost forgot. It also comes with this base. It's this little thing here. It can connect to either of his foot. They both have peg holes. And he's got a DC logo here. Nothing really on the back. And that's it. It works very well. As these figures, this figure can be very hard to stand sometimes with the cape. The cape helps, but like with the Joker, I've opened the Joker. The Joker is very difficult to stand at some points, so the stand really comes in handy with that. But let's get into the figure and how it looks. Personally, I am a huge fan of the long ear Batman. Well, he's got that thing. It's about as long as my finger. I think that's really cool. That's really cool, and I think it really adds to the intimidation of the Dark Knight. So here he looks really just mean and like just exactly right out of the game. It looks fantastic, and the shading of the skin is very nice. I like the lip, and you got like the different color shading there, and on here like you got like laugh lines almost, just aging lines. And the eyes look fantastic, nice brilliant blue. I hope this is coming out right. Looks fine to me. Anyways, and on the back it's got like a nice clean to the cape, nice clean black. The cape I love. It's very nice, foldable, molded, very soft plastic. I can clench it in my hand and boom, it goes back to normal. So that's very cool. One problem here is that these bits, while it is game accurate and I do like how they look, they hinder the arm movement. And unless you want a 360 like that, you're not going to get one. So that's a bit of an annoying thing. The press plate here with the bat signal, it's a separate piece. You can see it's like kind of extended from the chest, and it looks fantastic. I really like how it's not like it's a separate sculpted piece, I think glued on here or something, but it looks beautiful. And let's get into his belt. The belt looks very nice. You can't use anything here, nothing like folds out or anything. It's just beautifully sculpted. On the back too, you can see the lines go through. You get different pockets and stuff, and it doesn't like shift or anything, but it looks very cool. The legs, just a normal like gray color legs, and I keep going to the back because I like how they didn't skimp on everything on like how it looks on the back, because some people like that, and it's covered by a cape, so you're not going to often, if you do take pictures from the back, it's all you're going to see. So I like how they didn't waste time on this, like on the back legs. And to get into the boots, they look fantastic. A lot of people didn't like this ball joint here, but usually when I pose a figure, it's not eye level with me, so if I tilt the camera down, that's all you're going to see. So that looks fine to me. It doesn't really bother me that much. But some people it is a bother. But the boots especially, the boots look really good. Really nice black, very clean. I don't think there's any like paint muck-ups on this figure at all. It looks fantastic. And to get into the articulation, Batman can look up that far. He can look down, left and right. You can go side to side, and no like back and forth. He doesn't have a back and forth. Arms can go up, and as I explained, like the cape can move. Arms go up that much, they go down. He's got a butterfly joint, and they can go forward that much, and back that much, which is, again, really helpful from the cape, but if you want to get a 360, that's about as much as you're going to get. And for me, this is loose, so like this joint here, it can be loose when I try to swivel the bicep, like it's moving right there, but the bicep does swivel. Batman only has a single jointed elbow, which is pretty annoying. You can't get into any like good over the back pose, like that's about all you're gonna get with like a Batarang. But I guess it works. I think could have been at least 90 degrees. Doesn't even hit that. That's all you're going to get. And both hands swivel. This one tilts up and down, as does this. Both hands tilt up and down the same way. And he crunches back that much. He goes forward that much. He can go side to side. This top abdomen swivels, as does the waist, both swivel. The legs can go 180 degrees sideways. They can kick very far forward, very far back. No upper thigh cut. That's another issue with this. The single joint double and no upper thigh cut are a bit annoying. But you can get... Oh, I just moved the camera. Okay. Alright. So, the upper thigh cut and the lack of double jointed or at least 90 degrees single jointed are make this a bit annoying, but it's workable. So let's, alright, get double jointed knees, and the ankles, they move down very far, they move up a decent amount, they go side to side, and they do pivot. And the thing I love about this is toe joints. Both figures have toe joints. And this is my first 2 figures with toe joints, and I'm very excited because it opens up a whole new world of posability, especially with the Joker. New running poses, easier to stand, things like that. The amount of times I wanted a toe joint on a Spider-Man figure for like a Hasbro type of price is too many to count. But overall, this that's why the stand. That's why we have the stand. Let's put him on there right now, and let's do it correctly. So stick the stand on like so. Good. And I try to keep like the DC logo in front, and I usually connect it to this leg here. Like this is where the peg is in, and I don't know. It just looks more centered that way to me. But your figure, if you guys get this, do what you want with it. Okay, there we go. Now, overall, I really like this figure. I think it's a really great Batman figure, and if you played the game, definitely get this. And overall, I give it like a 7 out of 10. It looks great. The cape and a few articulation points are really like the biggest bring down of it, and the accessories I think could have been better. And besides that, I really enjoy it. It's my favorite Batman figure, and it's probably one of the best out there right now. So if you're gonna get one, buy this. And for the price point of like, normally it's like $20 to $20 or so. When I bought this, it was on sale Amazon for about $15, so that really makes it great. $15 figure, and I don't know if it's on sale anymore or anything like that. I haven't checked, but overall, yes, go buy this. It's very good. And I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video, and go check out my Instagram at NerdHour, and there'll be a link in the description if you want to see some pictures of this guy posed in different ways, some with the Joker, some solo, maybe like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or so. And check out back tomorrow, like the day after this is posted, the next day I will post a review of the Joker from the same Mcfarlane series. And have a great day, everyone, and thanks for nerding out with me. Goodbye.